What up, Simmers? Welcome back to the Sim Sideline. It's Pinchman Banker. We back inside Kienholz 27 Dynasty. And it's rivalry. I can't say that. Rivalry week. Anyway. We taking on the Miami Hurricanes, the number 5 team in the nation. They are 5-0. We are 5-1. We are both 3-0 in the ACC. Ahmad Moulton Sr. Look out for him. Sam Singleton Jr. just had a big game for us. Was that last game or 2 games ago? I know the last stream, like, my sound went out on my headphones. I couldn't hear nothing in the second half. So, let's see, by the numbers, damn, they putting 42 up a game. We putting on 30. We gonna need an offensive explosion today. Allowing 18, they allowing 18. I think there's probably more legit because we playing 13-minute quarters. I think games are simulated on 15-minute quarters, so there's probably a little bit more legit. But we will go take our look around the nation. Top 25, didn't mean to hit that. Let me get up out of there. Top 25, Oregon, the Suckeyes, Oklahoma, Indiana, Hoosiers, the Hurricanes, BYU, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, Utah, and Ole Miss round out your top 10. The good guys come in at number 12. Our conference standings, we got a 1, 2, 3-way tie for first place right now after we knocked off Virginia last week in Virginia. That's the game I was talking about where my sound went out in my headphones. I don't know what happened. But yeah, here we go. We are playing for first place. And let's check out the players of the week. Paul Fitzgerald out of Utah. And we'll check my conference. Sam Singleton, I told you he went crazy. 12 for 175, 3 rush touchdowns. That was last game. Brian Nelson, the cornerback, had 11 tackles, a pick, and a pass breakup. We'll just check cutters. Obviously, Paul Fitzgerald. I will say the player faces do look much better on this year's version. And we're going to take a look at the Heisman Watch. Julian Sand has entered back into the chat at the number 4 position. I think Maya V, I don't think he was in the lead last week. I had to go back and check a past stream for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and set our weekly practice plan. I know we had some guys banged up in the game last week. I think Quintrevion got banged up. Let's see by position group. Everybody full practice. We're gonna check the DBs. So let's go check the DBs real quick. What's going on with the DBs? Might be the safeties. There we go. Ashlyn Barker. Limited practice. No injury on the wear and tear. Let's see. Alright. Oops, damn. I meant to hit A. So excited to get on the game. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Alright. Alright, let's tap in. I don't know how much commentary I'll be adding to this video. We have Big Woods in the room with us. Big Woods is making a lot of noise too. So let's go ahead. Nope, I wanted my uniforms. I want to go with. Nope, not them. Yep, that's how we coming. That's how we coming. Let's tap in.
once upon a time barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today.
I hate that they play at Hard Rock Field. I wish they still play at the Orange Bowl.
At Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricane.
I feel like I see this stadium entirely too much between Madden and bowl season making an Orange Bowl.
He is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a
okay, we getting chippy. We getting chippy.
And be in the college football
we getting chippy.
That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside the spot. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Toppins.
The Seminoles offense will get first.
All right, offense. It's time for us to get it in gear, baby.
Down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year.
Yeah. Let's go.
Explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You gotta love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throw early.
Come on,
everybody
bro.
has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David.
Dump it off. He just dump it off. Quick Travion.
That'll be enough for a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires to the wideout.
Yep.
Got his man.
Let's go, Hardy.
Right.
Let's go, Hardy.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
What am I talking about?
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Working that left side.
Good catch, good catch.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Get up out of there. Get up out of there. There you go. That's the way to be a football player. That's the way to be a football player and a playmaker.
3-yard line, an explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try to touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws.
Damn.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think that's when the offense wishes they had back, right? You're on the 1-yard line, you're selling run, you're going to get a play-action throw touchdown, but it just wasn't there. And now, what do you do if you're the head coach?
On
And so
Madden college football, it's just hard to score.
They want
For
to
me,
stay on the field, and the offense
gotta
will
get
go
more
for it on
creative.
4th down.
Let these boys out. Let's see what we got. Got him.
Touchdown, no!
That's called a motherfucking touchdown.
For the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Is that stick drift?
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Malachi Tony, and what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because They develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers.
Let's go.
No different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game and the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers.
See, this is why I be overspending on the defensive line. And this is me and Cutter was talking about.
You've got two of those guys here in this game. They're
On the
each going to get
fourth, and we
a
got
bunch
together.
of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous.
He does his recruiting before the game. I do mine after. And I overreact to shit.
This one's going to be fun.
Like, we can't stop the run.
Makes the grab over the middle.
Then I'm over-investing in my D-line. Like, the way I be used to build teams,
And for the
you
majority
know,
of
I
the
like
offseason, we thought
wide receivers, skill positions. I don't even worry about the trenches. I feel like it's going to be a little bit different this year, but we're going to find out real time.
Quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Minson comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step this time to win it. Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Off play action.
Daddy! Daddy!
Pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Sperry.
Take the check.
Makes the grab, it's Singleton.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun.
Let's
Maybe
go.
some room
Let's
here.
go.
Stopped
Let's
at
go.
about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Noles moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That's why your ass don't play, Lopez. That's why your ass don't play.
Trying play action. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Unloads to the right.
Come on, you gotta catch
missed
that
opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Now by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's ball.
Good tackle.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Here's Mensah to throw. Back open in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Right there.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
End of the verse.
This rivalry has a
Like
deep and storied
locked in.
history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing
we
into
got
the
rain.
field.
Dynamic weather.
Got it behind the line. It's Jacob.
Yeah.
You put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That's caught. It's Lofton. Could not make his way to the corner. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down.
They
really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
That's first.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Here's the pressure. Got his man.
There you go, there you go.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Just hold up. If you hold up, I think we can get this.
O-line,
if you hold up, I think we can get this. We're going to take the check, though.
It's complete on the right side.
You got to get in that spin quicker than that.
The containment and the tackling, they stop it for no gain. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first
come back
down,
and hit them
they've
with
got
something
it at
over the top
40.
of their head.
And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
All right, yeah, we ready.
Looking for a man. It's Sperry.
Take the check.
Got it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout.
Catch that.
Downfield.
Give me that.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving. Looking to the end zone.
Give me them.
Florida State.
Give me them.
Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Early in the season got us right.
Oh, they blocked the
Bro, what
extra
the fuck was
point.
that?
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue.
Number 36, set to kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
Yeah.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now, and they've got to find some answers.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football.
That motherfucking press is coming.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throwing
And it's not raining no
And
more,
the
but
physical
we still
play
out
there
here
forces the
hitting.
incompletion on
We
first
still
down.
out here
And with that
hitting,
incompletion, Manny, this
hitting,
crowd, I don't know
hitting.
that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Finds his big tight end.
Attacking.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Those two not on the same page, it's incomplete.
It was there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires to the big fella. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards away.
First down, let's go.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third down.
Wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
How many shots?
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have
Toppins.
2 left to work with before the half.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Floats it out in space. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. like to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Under fire. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Utes engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now on first down from the 30. Mensah. Pressure coming. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
To the air on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking to pass. It's Sperry. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Cradles it at the 35. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's Mensa to throw. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Hand off for Brown. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the grab. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. Complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Terry and Mensah from the gun on third down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline. One thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Sperry. He's got him. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Takes a handoff. It's Singleton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Tripped up for the tackle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Noles come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
To the air on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. With the draw, it's Singleton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Pulls and fires complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
A give to Brown.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Throwing, Mensah. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Hurricanes are marching down the field. First down, right back to Brown. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And they're looking for a fourth quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. From the red zone, it's Brown. Backs going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth.
This gave him 91 fucking yards.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. They're working that left side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding some room.
Let's go. Let's go.
Not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Let's go.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. He makes a grab.
Got the first.
He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. He just couldn't hold
God
his
damn.
long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Oh, shit.
And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. To the air, it's Sperry. Escapes the pressure to his right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Good tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
On target over the
Oh,
middle.
my God.
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Canes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Come on, y'all. Fucking defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Quarterback
Checking in
banged
from
up.
the Florida State sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Looking left. And it'll be
Oh, bro, you
incomplete.
got
This
to-
defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh, my
And the
God.
defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Here's a little room there. They'll
You gotta
get
be
him on the
shitting me.
ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Canes have moved it inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Brown again.
You gotta be shitting me.
And they
You gotta
add
be
6
fucking
more
shitting
for
me.
that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start,
got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Dynamic weather.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Sperry. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game. Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they turn it into a defensive score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Man, it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Sperry. Finds his target down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. If you're not careful, this guy can...
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. The short hands, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts. Mascot arrest went right down the middle and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
No words. Pissed off. Putting clothes. No words, no words. Can't get my guys involved. Throw the ball 45 times for 5 yards a clip. Like, what the fuck? We got him, right? Yeah. He's in the fold. Fuck. All right, Simmers, catch y'all on the next one. We out.